All right, so for this week I want to talk about the intent behind our warm-up, and I'll kind of go class by class. I would assume most people would understand that warming up before actual exercise is a good thing, but may not necessarily know why. They just kind of do it. And even as I talk to more and more of my peers that aren't around this area and don't go to the gym, and that how they neglect the warm-up, and for me it's mind-boggling, but they're just not under instruction. So I'll go class by class. Basically the two classes that we'll have in here, well, the few classes we'll have in here, conditioning-based classes, are warm-ups always reflective or foreshadowing of our actual workout. So say if we have a linear day, whether it be during our Tabata warm-up or the walking stretches or any kind of thing, more things are going linear based on bringing more blood to the intended muscles that we're going to use, because if most times you're either getting out of bed coming here or getting off of work, in which you sat down most of the time, got in a car, sat down, and then drove here, then which the muscles may not have as much blood in which they need to support the action which you're going to have. Also, the main reason behind that as well would be kind of turning on your mind. So that's why I like having like a walking quad stretch going down and butt kicks and whatnot, because you're just kind of getting your mindset and understanding even how your feet's going to hit the ground before you're getting ready to go out in a full sprint. Even if you're doing Jamel's warm-ups, if it's a Tabata warm-up or something like that, the first thing is always a 50% jaw coming down there, or if you have squats and whatnot, before you pulse, you're trying to bring everything. Yes, it's bringing from the physiological standpoint, bringing more muscle, bringing more blood to that muscle group, but it's also kind of turning on your brain and getting you in the mindset to do the intended exercise. So if it's a lateral day, you'll notice that there's more lateral stuff. If it's a rotational day, it's more rotational things. So that's for the conditioning side. It is, yes, bringing more blood to that muscle group, and as well acclimating yourself to the movement patterns of which you're going to do for the actual workout, so that you're already primed and ready to go. Going over to the strength side, same two intended purpose: bringing blood to the muscle groups and acclimating yourself to the movement pattern. So I'm pretty sure between any warm-up, the first thing we have are hip circles, because if we have a squat, a hinge, or something like that, it's all going to be coming from here. So that's almost every warm-up we have hip circles, and whether a variation of single leg RDLs, then you'll have like leg swings or single leg hip thrusts. All those things show up for a reason, because we're, one, bringing more blood to that muscle group, and then two, we're acclimating our mindset. So say those single leg RDLs may come in on a clean day in which we hinge there, or for the functional strength class, you may have a lot of single leg RDLs. So now you've already been prepped. Instead of me telling you go get a 15-pound dumbbell, you've already done 10 RDLs each leg empty. So your ankle muscles all the way up is already primed and ready to go for that. So you're warming up to, yes, prevent injuries, but also to, or reduce injuries, but also to give yourself a better chance of having a productive workout. So the main two reasons why we are having a warm-up basically before everything is that we bring blood to the muscle group that may not get as much. So say if you sit on your butt, your butt's not getting, you'd even notice that sitting at work, you feel like your butt will go numb. So bring more blood back to that, because your butt's your hinge point, and you also use that during a squat, and also to acclimate yourself to movement. So if you're doing something like a clean or something like that, I don't want you to put a bar on the ground, put on 135, and start performing cleans. I want you to work empty bar. I want you to go from whatever progressive below 50%, then we get to the 50%, and then the reps cut down, and we go from there. That we have our best shot of being able to hit our intended workload for the day, and we have reduced the chance of injury to occur throughout that workout. And that goes for both conditioning classes as well as our strength classes over there.